So right now I'm currently in the Kenworth. I'm dumping wet corn I took from the house. Brought it down here to the binsite and grain dryer. So I've been doing that all week. Today is December 8th. And I'm taking corn out of the green bins that's filled with dry corn. And I'm taking a couple loads to the ethanol plant every day. That's been going on all week. Currently have the rotary screen set up on our northeast bin. We just switched that over. First couple loads pulling out of the grain bins are usually the dirtiest with broken corn and foreign material. So we've been using a rotary screen, trying to get our loads a little bit cleaner so that way the ethanol plant or wherever we were taking it doesn't dock us so hard. Get a lot cleaner sample. So a little bit slower loading, not too bad. Just waiting to get dumped. And then we'll move the Ford over to the little short 10-inch auger and get the semi-truck under it. And then we're gonna get loaded up and head to town. It stinks double handling the corn like this, bringing it all the way from the house to here just to dry it. But as I said before in multiple videos, the heaters on the grain bins up at the home farm on the fans can only do so much. So at this point it's just better just to bring some of it down here, get it in the dryer, and get it where we need to be. Currently have Dad helping me shovel up the fines and moving them away from the rotary screen. Got the dryer running. That smells pretty good. At least it looks like I did something today. I said before, usually the first load out of a grain bin is the dirtiest. That core holds a lot of fines and broken corn. But we're gonna take this one to go get dumped at the ethanol plant. I don't think they like cameras in there, so probably start filming when I get back here. Just getting back to the farm here, gonna get loaded up for my second load. I guess it's kind of my third load if you count the stuff I brought down here to just dump in the dryer or wet bin. This is gonna be my last one for December, I believe, until further notice. So once I get loaded, gotta pick up the rotary screen and everything, kind of get stuff picked up in case it rains or snows. Don't need that stuff sitting out for no reason. Loaded up now. I still got the stuff kind of sitting out here. Dad's in the area. He's surveying farm fields with the side-by-side for tile. He's just gonna come back and kind of pick up my mess and turn off the dryer when he gets back. But I would have stayed and helped pick up, but we figured it'd probably be better if I just got going, went and got dumped, and then head back to the home farm. There's still 38 acres of corn stalks behind my house that need to be worked up yet. So I'm gonna go get dumped and then jump in the Challenger and see if I can get that worked in yet today. I'm not sure how well that's gonna go, but we'll find out. It's been super muddy, it's been pretty warm out, and it's been rainy the past few days. So I saw the neighbors, a couple of neighbors actually, trying to chisel plow the ground. A couple different neighbors right around our home farm. They were doing an okay job, but there were certain spots I saw they were getting pretty muddy and struggling. So we'll see. The farm behind my house is tiled, so that should help. But even if so, that top couple inches is just a slippery mess at this point. But we'll try it. I'm gonna go get dumped. The semi is just a big mess inside and out. So if the chisel plowing doesn't work out, I'll probably start cleaning this up because we're gonna probably park it for a few weeks. So back at the home farm now. Gonna get the Challenger warmed up. I don't know, it's pretty muddy. We'll see how this goes. Dad worked up 20 some acres in between the two woods behind the grain bins and the farm here. Judging by his tracks, how full they are, I'm guessing it wasn't too pretty. So I don't have high hopes of doing a good job over behind my house. I think what I'm gonna have to do is probably run the chisel plow a lot lighter in the ground or a lot higher in the ground compared to what we normally run, and not go as deep and break up compaction. But at least we'll be able to grind up and mulch up the ground a little bit and try to bury some of the corn stalks. So the neighbors worked this one yesterday late last night. As you can see, not the best working conditions. I don't know, he got it done. Well, it doesn't look too bad in here. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but this is tiled ground on, I think, 25-foot centers. So the grid is pretty tight in here too. The worst spot's gonna be up here on the south headland. It's where the grain cart gets driven the most. I didn't dump on the truck usually, so if I'm gonna have troubles, it's probably gonna be right here coming up. Usually when I work ground, I wait to do the headlands last, and then in planting season, when I'm planting beans, it's kind of the opposite. I do the headlands first. Working on a slight angle, we usually do that in tillage. Not gonna go too crazy because this is a really long but skinny field, so if I went too hard of an angle, I'd have a lot of weird short rows. That'd get pretty annoying. So this is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm still not going as deep as I'd like, but a lot better than I thought I was going to be doing. So hey, where you going, bud? Austin, where are you going? We gonna go to work? Let's go to work. Come on. Looks like we got a little bit of a roadblock ahead, huh? Yeah, too busy eating cheese balls. I'm not sure get the tree, okay? That's always the best part about working at the home farms is Austin gets to go for more rides than usual. And yeah, he walked out the door, saw the tractor, and just headed straight towards it. So. Right? Yeah. Yes. Not too many people, I think, can pull off Carhartt bibs and Crocs, but you sure can. How are those cheese puffs? Good? Been pretty quiet. It's a lot warmer out since the last chisel plowing video I did a week or so ago. A week or so ago it was getting below freezing, jumping down to like 17 at night, where today it's 50 degrees, so it's chances of rain tomorrow, so hopefully nothing breaks and we can get this done, because even though this is a lot drier than I anticipated, it's still pretty wet. Just the top layer, I'm not slipping all over and as bad as I thought it was going to be, but there's still definitely a lot of moisture in the ground. So if we get this done before the week is over and the next rain shower comes, is it? Oh, really? Do you think they know what that means? Can you say tractor? Yeah. Got this little elbow on the north side of my yard here, so I'm gonna do this real quick and then we can get back on the long rows. The sun was trying to come out for a minute there, but it's starting to get dark and gray again. Now this is my second or third plug today. What I usually do is just kind of pick it up and spread the trash out. Try to get the plow unplugged. And then I'll just loop around and get back on my line. Right now I'm doing about 5.4 at 1800 RPMs, 9th gear. I like to mention this in most of my videos. It sounds repetitive if you guys watch all of them or most of them, but every once in a while I have new people watch them. But right now I'm pulling a John Deere 714 chisel plow. I think they call it a mulch tiller. What are you yelling about? And it's a 15 shank, 20 foot wide. I went through a lot of it last winter around February and did a whole video on that actually. But Dad noticed, and even I noticed now, even after greasing it a handful of times, I can hear a little bit of a grinding noise. I think it's coming from one of the bearings that's in between the coulter blades. So I don't know if I got one going out on that already, or it's just not taking grease properly. But need to look into that. I'd say we're a little over half done now. Surprisingly, I haven't pulled up any big rocks yet. Usually I'll pull up 1 or 2 big monsters with this thing on this farm. Haven't seen any yet, which will make light work for the rock picker next spring. I know I pulled up a handful when I chisel plowed soybean stubble probably a month or so ago now, down the road at the other big field. You remember, don't you? Yeah, I thought so. This is plug number 5 or 6. I don't like to just lift it up right away. I kind of gradually lift it up and try to spread it out. So that way next pass I just don't hit that big glob and plug up again and have to keep redoing this. So spread it out a little bit and loop around and get back on my line. Just about finished up here. Mr. Austin finally woke up from his nap. You can definitely feel where the grain cart has driven, especially on this edge here. It's starting to pull hard, but because I was filling in this triangle, I'm hitting it twice anyway, so I can drop it down just a little bit deeper on this last pass here. And then I got to do this headland yet, which I'm not looking forward to, but do this headland and then that'll be it for today, right? out of the entire field, this is really the only spot I'm struggling to pull the chisel plow here. It's slipping a little bit. It is heavier ground on this end, and a lot of grain car traffic and everything right here. Well, I think that's gonna do it for the chisel plow for the 2023 season. If we do end up doing more fall tillage, we're probably gonna switch over to the disc on some of the farms down south. As for now, all the farms are finally chisel plowed up at the home farms. But all the farms down south, nothing's really tilled yet for this fall, except for I think about 70 acres. So gonna slowly track back to the barnyard. Probably gonna drop Austin back off. You making tractor noises? Yeah, I thought so. Gonna drop Austin back off and call it a day. I think that's gonna do it for this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.